Hello and welcome. You guys are listening to Brony Radio the Carrot. I am your host, DJ GLaDOS. Alright, we are having yet another interview, and this one with the moderator of Fractured Loyalty and Rainbow Freakin Dash.
Hello, and greetings to everyone out there.
The fuck was with the... Never mind. Okay.
Come on, I can have a little fun.
Yeah, you're welcome to have fun. That's the whole reason we have these. They're not really professional or anything, but you're still going to have to agree to all this stuff. So, alright, you don't have to answer any question that is stated or that you state as too personal or whatnot. You reserve the right to not answer anything if you don't feel like you want to. Do you agree to that term?
I agree.
Yay. Alright, here's another thing that I have to make sure that is very apparent, but the following interview is being recorded and is and will be owned by True Brony Radio and its affiliates, and as such, it may be posted anywhere. Do you agree to that?
I agree.
Yay! That means we own it. That one is probably the biggest thing I have to get people to agree to. All right. Who is your favorite pony and why?
Out of the main six, background, or what? Or just in general? So I can go through all three. Main six would be Rainbow Dash, out of the Cutie Mark Crusaders would be Scootaloo, and background pony is Vinyl Scratch.
Damn, you know it all so well! No. Okay. How did you become a brony?
I don't really know exactly when, but I know it was through a thread that was on 4chan's CO board, Comics and Cartoons board. That's all I remember.
Wow.
It was like the proto general thread, like back when they didn't have the whole, you can only have one pony thread on CO at a time, and it was just nothing but ponies. So I was like, well, I guess I might as well just take a look at this, and ended up liking it.
Shadow, shut up. No, Fluttershy cannot suck Shadow's dick. Interacting with the chat is always fun.
Silly Shadow, there are no Mexicans in Equestria. Everything has a horseman. They'd be Mexicans.
Mexicans. Oh my god. What inspired you?
What inspired me to do what?
I don't know. What life? What inspired you for your art? Obviously, your art.
Rainbow Freakin Dash was, there was people who were doing, like, the Tumblr things, and before I was doing the Tumblr, have you ever heard of something called RubyQuest?
No.
Okay,
wait.
If you haven't.
Wait, maybe, I don't know.
Well, long story short, on, the TG board on 4chan, they used to do these things called quests, which were kind of like, what do you call it, like the problem sleuth thing, but they were for like the message board format, which they did there. And there is actually a website which I go to, which was all about that, and I had started doing a few quests on there, and then I got into the ponies, and then it was like, you know, okay, there's this Tumblr thing. I started looking at it, saw people were doing these ask blogs, so I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to do an ask blog. Originally, it was the blog was going to be grimdark. It was going to be based off of a fanfic which I did, which was called Rocket to Insanity. It was actually going to be...
Wait, what? You wrote Rocket to Insanity?
Yeah. I wrote Rocket to Insanity.
Why did you not inform me?
I wrote Rocket to Insanity, I wrote Turntable Turnabout, I wrote Cotton Candy Hearts, and then there is a Klopfic that I did, but I'm going to leave that unmentioned for now.
Oh my gosh, you're the writer of Rocket to Insanity.
And Turntable Turnabout was the first fanfic that was done on Vinyl Scratch, and it actually established, I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure, but it established the term Philly Cooler, and it also established the red eyes for Scratch.
My god, you need red eyes for Scratch. Then again, it does contrast correctly, so I can understand. I can understand anybody coming up with that. And I know he sounds like a robot, but I can correct this. Sorry.
it takes a while. It might be my connection, maybe, because I have like 50 million people messaging me on Skype, but I'm not entirely sure. Does it sound better now, though?
No, yeah, it just happens occasionally. It's probably because I'm
Okay.
host.
That's fine. But anyway, returning to the point, it was originally supposed to be a Grim Dark blog, but people on the general threads on CO said, there's already too many Grim Dark blogs out there. There isn't really any good, just regular Rainbow Dash blogs, so I ended up making Rainbow Freakin Dash. And then I came along thinking of a blog, and that kind of inspired Fractured Worlds. I didn't want it to be like super mega Grim Dark like that, and I kind of, Fractured Worlds has this really weird thingamajigger where it's like, the backstory is Cupcakes was an actual thing that happened, and oh my god, Cupcakes is so overdone. But it's like, because she's the main character, it's like a twisted version of like cartoon logic. Because she's the main character in a show, death won't let her die, so it basically sent her back to being alive, but she still has all the memories and stuff, which kind of leave her pretty tweaks in the head. So that's kind of why Fractured Loyalty is like that, and why it's called Fractured Loyalty. Her sanity, her psyche is fractured, but she's still the element of loyalty despite all this crazy crap that's going on around her.
Okay, give me...
Information overload, I know.
Yeah, first off, information overload, second off, my entire stream encoder system just died. I'm gonna be literally a second. And to them, they're apparently saying it sounds like we're beating around in a toilet, but I'm thinking more along the lines of dubstep. But, well, I just need to restart my audio over here so she still won't be able to hear you, so 1 second. One. All right. Can you guys hear us now? Hopefully it's
Testing,
better.
testing, 1, 2, 3.
I apologize, you guys. I made one goddamn mistake on the stream, and now you're all going rage face on me. Matt, I want to see you guys run an entire radio station off of a laptop. Because I don't think you could do it. The encoders I'm running on require a gig each. A gig of RAM each. I have 4 gigs of RAM. That means that I have 1 RAM left. Or 1 gig of RAM left to send that audio to you. Stop raging.
Apple Bloom, stop spamming.
Yeah, Apple Bloom.
God.
God, thank you for
doing.
Do not deactivate it. I'm gonna refresh the thing and make sure that it actually is working. Yay, it is actually working. Okay. You guys can burn in hell now. I need to reopen my page, though, for the questions, because that disappeared. That's fun. I know, I'm sorry, I've failed. But, I mean, this made it run on long enough now that the how did you become a brony question is now excused.
We got a Molestia in the chat.
Normally,
Was that you saying beforehand about not impersonating people?
Yo! Wait, who's this? Molestia? Really? God damn it. Do you... Really? Don't. No. No. Just don't. Unless you're the actual artist for any of the Molestia tumblers. And you can prove it. Just don't impersonate. It helps a lot if you don't. Right, Ray! Sup, Ray? You're talking to me in Skype and I'm not paying attention to you. But just for that, I'm gonna give you a voice, because I feel like it. Alright,
Ray or Rye?
I don't know. I call him Ray.
I'm gonna say it's Rye.
I know it's probably Rye, but I don't care. I don't understand the way your government works. I'm sorry. Okay, what about ponies inspires you?
What do you... This is
I
the same
asked
question
what
before,
no,
just a
no,
twist.
I asked what inspired you completely. Now I'm asking what about ponies inspired you.
Oh god,
I don't really know. I mean, it's. I guess it's just because the way the show's animation is done and the content of it, it's not an overtly kids cartoon, and it's just it's magic. That's really all I can say. It's magic. It's some kind of voodoo Christian magic.
Voodoo Christian magic. It's funny because the Christians hate the show and they say it promotes Satanism.
Oh, I don't think that any of that's true. That's probably just those websites. I think I know what you're talking about, and I've seen it before, and it's one of those websites where it's overtly doing that just to make fun of it. It's not true.
It wasn't a website. It was a news document. They've done it to Pokemon, Digimon, and a bunch of other ones, and it's not a news site. Because I know what one you're talking about, because there is actually a joke Christianity site out there that is hilarious for posts.
Well, let me just put it this way. They're not all like that.
Yeah, I know. And I know that most people don't believe that. It was just one of the... I don't know what it was like a masterclass church somewhere, and I was like, well, I don't care. But... oh, yay, my furnace is online.
Oh, sorry. We'll work through it.
Yeah, you guys can work
Our
through
voices are louder than the furnace, so...
Yay, voices. Oh, I've got Skype notifications. Oh, God, Skype notifications. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, here. What is your favorite episode?
Oh, goodness. I'm gonna have to say that the two Return to Harmony episodes, simply because John Delancey, Q as Discord. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, so yeah, that was like really big treat. Next.
Okay, sorry. Sidetracked. Oh, God. I'm like MC gets sidetracked easily. I'm like MC gets sidetracked easily.
What?
No. I'm kidding. Who are your favorite Brony artists and your favorite Brony musicians? It's two questions in one.
I have to say, let me see, off the top of my head, in no order of favoritism or anything, be John Joseko, Tess, who else is there? There's Rose, I think is also Tess, though. There's SB, Scoon, Crooked Cheese, and, who's the last one? What's his name? Sweatshirt. And as far as musicians go, I don't really have a favorite musician. I'm kind of weird, but I don't like specific bands or musicians, but I like individual pieces of music. But I will say that, I like the stuff that Pinkie Pie Spare does. There's some stuff from Jackal App that I like. I think there's a few Alex S stuff that I like too.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just... Okay, Jesus Christ. Expensive equipment, 2 screens. Who is worst pony, if you have one?
Oh, I'm probably gonna get so much flack for this.
It's okay.
Rarity. I know she's the element of generosity, but really she comes off as just a huge mess.
It's the worst possible thing. Nah, it's okay. She may be my second favorite pony, but everybody has their own opinions, and I feel that best pony and worst pony are just people's opinions. And if you rage on him,
oh my God, she totally guilt-tripped Spike for that gem.
Okay, but in all fairness, I mean, you can't say that. You can't say that Rainbow Dash was any better in Ne'er-Do-Well.
Nah, well, all the characters have their moments where they're just like, oh my God, they are so absolutely horrible. Except for maybe Fluttershy. I haven't really seen a moment where Fluttershy was like, oh my God, I cannot stand her. Oh, maybe Dragonshy.
Yeah. Oh my God. Loud sounds, wrong button. Sorry, I just clicked the wrong button on my... I opened a deviation I shouldn't have opened because it had loud sounds. But
oh, my
anyways.
correction. Tess and Rose are two different people.
Well then.
Yeah, Tess mostly does stuff in the general threads. Rose, she's the one who has the Inky Donkey Tumblr.
Molestia, I'm actually asking you, are you the moderator of something that is related to Molestia in any case? And if so, I want you to state your actual name on Tumblr, not under the alias of Molestia. In the event that you are not, I'm afraid I'm going to have to either ban you or make you change your nickname, because I can't allow people to be impersonating characters that I don't want in here, especially when they're acting like you. You remind me of Shadow, but I know you're probably not Shadow. Okay. Are you working on anything currently?
Not really, no, just the tumblers.
Yeah.
That's about it, really.
Okay. Okay. I have a notification on Tumblr. Shadow, seriously? Don't send messages to my Tumblr page, please. You know me. You can send me the messages on Skype like that. My God. How do you deal with the haters?
Usually just ignore them.
Oh.
It's mostly always a non-asks on the blogs. I'm just like, no, deleted, ignoring. It's just water off my back.
Okay. What are your aspirations?
Aspirations, I like to get better at my art. I mean, I know a lot of people say, "Oh my gosh, your art's so good to me," and I'm like, it's good, but it could be better, and I want it to be better. There's like a lot that I really need to learn about it, so that's one thing. I guess it's kind of a cop-out to say just be successful in life, you know? But that's about it for like the short term, really. Just to improve myself.
Molestia, you didn't state, and I'm starting to question you, state your identity. Because you're avoiding questions, and it's... I'm going to say it's annoying, in my opinion. I don't know. I know other people in the chat love you, but I don't care. I'm a dick sometimes. Don't make me be a dick to you. Do you read any fanfics? If yes, what kind, and what is your favorite one? Obviously you write them, but do you read them?
I used to read a few of them. There was the Ballad of Twilight Sparkle, which I was following, but I have no idea what happened to that. I think it kind of fell off the face of the earth. There was ponies mixed with World of Warcraft that I was reading. There's a couple that I've read. Cross and Arrow, I think that's the most recent one that I've read. That's the one with the Rule 63, where they get transported to the Ultimate Dimension, where they meet their male counterparts and all that stuff.
What the fuck was I gonna say? And that's your favorite, or what's your favorite?
What?
I herpa-derped there. Did you say what your favorite fanfic is?
I guess I'd have to say out of the ones that I've read, it would have to be the Ballad of Twilight Sparkle, because it's just like a good mix of, you know, it's basically a romantic comedy, and it's got good pacing and keeps the characters mostly in character for the most part, but, you know, it's long, but it's good.
Okay, have you read My Little Dashie?
People keep asking me, and no, I have not. I probably should.
Sorry, it's kind of a common courtesy thing. I know the guy that wrote it, so I should probably plug it occasionally.
Everybody says it's. I'm assuming from everybody's reaction to it, it's like a really sad.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I haven't read it. He knows I haven't read it, and he knows why. It's because it's not my style of fanfic. So, yeah. Okay, damn it. Don't link shit like that to things nobody wants. Unless you want that, in which case why? And if you want it, then you should have asked for it to be posted.
But that's the one I was talking about though. And like I thought, they haven't updated chapter 14.
Sorry, it's just I have issues with that kind of stuff. EQD. Anyways, Man, I'm going really slow with this. I apologize. But what
It's
is your
fine.
dream job?
Dream job? Good. Oh, goodness me.
I want to be a rock star.
Nah, Jeez. That's a tough question. There's so many things which I thought would be make a good dream job, but it's always changed and anything like that. I mean, I just have to say someplace where I guess it's a job where you're not really being held to anyone else's standards. You don't. It's basically a job that you can like, that you can enjoy, something that you enjoy doing. I mean, I guess maybe a cartoonist or an artist or something like that. Maybe a painter. No, not a cashier. Why would you say that? I'm a cashier right now, and I don't like being a cashier. That is not my dream job.
I thought it was, though. No. Making sure I'm not missing anything in the chat, but I have people talking to me on Skype, and I'm trying to, oh my god, it's ridiculous. But, scroll. Do you approve of Pony Rule 34?
Have you not seen all the fractured loyalty? There is Rule 34 on there, so obviously I do approve of it. I mean, it's kind of, okay, complicated question. It's one of those things where, if it's artists who do Rule 34, I mean, I think they're better artists for it because they're not limiting themselves in any way. They're not going, oh, I'm not gonna draw this because, et cetera, because reasons and such like that. But as far as it goes, I'm fine with people drawing it, just as long as it stays out of the hands of people who shouldn't be looking at it.
What do you mean people that shouldn't be looking at it?
You know what I mean.
Saying people like me? Man,
Maybe.
Man, you are a jerk. Screw you. I can have sex, but I can't look at sex. Trying to think of that logic.
You live in Canada, and yeah, you live in
Canada. I live in Canada.
Things are different there. The laws and rules are different there.
Yeah, F you or foo or whatever the hell you want to call yourself. Your dream job to be DJ or producer? Do you want to be DJ or producer? Those are two different jobs, kind of. I mean, a producer makes music and produces music. A DJ plays music for a mass audience or an audience. Canada! I live in Canada! You want to know what Canada is? It's Canada, except filled with Asians. I love it. But
Asian Canada.
There's so many Chinese people, and I know it sounds rude, but I'm not a big fan of Chinese. I love the Korean and Japanese languages, and people are so nice, but Chinese people are mean to me.
What do you mean you don't like Chinese?
Well,
Shrimp fried rice is awesome, man.
Oh, I don't like Chinese food. I'm talking about the people and their language.
That's the joke.
I walk up to a Chinese person, Ohayou gozaimasu. Them, you're stupid.
It's Japanese.
I know.
That's why.
They all look the same. There's also multiple different languages in Japanese and Chinese and Korean, and I don't know the multiple different languages or how to tell them apart or who speaks what. So, and the Chinese people treat me bad. It makes me sad. Their taco language? Shut up, Applejack. Oh my god.
Revolution.
Voice crack.
I told you. I'm not a tenor. I'm not baritone. I'm like alto, whatever you want to call it. My voice cannot go that deep. My parents are in the other room, so I'm kind of trying not to talk too loud, otherwise they start getting cranky.
Okay. What was your favorite project that you worked on?
Oh,
Your machine gun.
I'd have to say writing Rocket to Insanity. That was pretty fun to write.
I got told to read that fanfic.
It's like a pseudo sequel to Cupcakes.
I feel bad. I know, and I know it's bad, but I didn't. I don't have time to read fanfics anymore. It makes me sad because somebody will be like, "Hey, read this fanfic." I'm like, "I'll try." Never does. Sad face. I'm trying, man. I'll eventually read it. Hopefully. Maybe not. I don't know. Muffins or cupcakes?
I have to go with cupcakes. I'm not really the only kind of muffin I really like is a banana nut muffin.
Not even banana chocolate chip or chocolate chip muffins. Seriously, the two best kinds.
Chocolate chip muffins I will like if they're moist. I've had chocolate chip muffins before and they've just been so very dry.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll give you that one. If they're dry, they're pretty nasty.
I used to work at a Panera Bread and I'd get the banana nut muffins whenever I could, but the chocolate chip ones were just so dry.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad to see that Molestia is no longer here. Where they changed their name, I don't know. Do you feel that Tumblr has become popular due to bronies, or that it was previous to that?
I don't know because really all of Tumblr that I've seen is all the pony related stuff, so I have no idea what else is on there. I mean, I'm assuming it's just like a regular blogging site, so I don't know. I don't think Tumblr has rocketed to, you know, fame and fortune because of the brony movement. I'm pretty sure they haven't, but, you know, it's probably been a nice, decent surge of activity for them.
Mm-hmm. Nothing better than some of those Tumblrs that go around and just repost porn and then get hundreds and hundreds of pages of Tumblr posts.
There was a Tumblr that someone linked me to once. It's like every day they post the same photo. And it's of this actor or something like that. Just every day it's the same photo.
What advice would you give new artists?
Practice. Practice, 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 practice. Just because you start off, just because the stuff that you draw starts off looking like crap, does not mean you need to give up. It means you need to power through it, you need to keep practicing, you need to keep improving yourself. I cannot stress that enough. Most of the best stuff that I have drawn is when I just basically say to myself, you know what, screw it, I don't care how it looks, and I just start drawing all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a generic answer. Seriously, if you want to improve as an artist, you need to practice. You need to draw like every single day. That's the only way you are going to improve. You're not going to magically get art powers out of thin air. It's not like Space Jam. You can't touch a magic ball and get the powers of someone else.
Mm-hmm. For the people out there in the IRC, ask your questions when I'm done my question sheet. I'm not going to be able to remember them that long, so just wait. Yeah, it should be done soon. I don't know how many questions we have. Oh god. Yeah. Do you have anyone you look to as a role model or a hero?
Not really. I mean, you mean like within the fandom or just in general or what?
In general, anybody. Do you have any heroes?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, there isn't really anybody who I majorly look up to. I know that's weird, but that's just the way it is. I don't have any idols or heroes or anything.
Not even American ones? No. Sorry, that was a bad joke. American Idol. Okay.
Well, see, when someone asks me like if I have an idol or hero, the way I hear that is there anybody who you completely idolize and you have posters all over your room and you follow everything they do, etc., etc., etc.
I was more along the lines of thinking of somebody that, like, I guess you could almost say an inspiration or somebody you look up to. Not necessarily posters everywhere, kind of stalker, creepy person that watches them through a telescope.
Bob Ross. As far as art goes, I guess. That's about it, really.
What? Whoa, 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 Ray.
Right. What
do you mean this is sad? Are you saying this is a bad interview? Because last time I checked, I do this for fun. And the reason I do it, I make a penny per 100 views on YouTube. A penny. A frickin' penny per 100 views. 2-hour-long commentaries. 100 views. Okay. Do you have a girlfriend, boyfriend? If yes, is she or he or Brony?
Nope. I am single.
We all know you have a boyfriend. No.
Oh god,
Okay.
phone.
Shut up, phone. Nobody was talking to you. Damn straight you shut up.
Phone!
Oh, I should be turning up the washing machine. Yeah, okay, so you don't, okay. Has your workouts side of art ever helped your artistic process? If so, how? How does being a cashier help you with your artistic process?
Gives you a lot of time to just think on things, really. I mean, it's a small local deli, so there's downtime just about every day where there's like nobody coming in, so it gives you time to think and dwell on thing and you know, self-analyze yourself in your head, like, okay, what can I do to make this better? What kind of ideas can I come up with? Where should I go with this, etc., etc., etc. I think I say etc. too many times.
So it's not like, hey, can I get this kind of meat? Do you think Rainbow Dash should kill someone?
No. And no, that will never
What?
happen in either log.
Aww.
She's not a murderer. No, she's not.
Manslaughter?
No.
Damn it. We all know that everybody would want that. Why you deny? No, I'm kidding. Okay. Are you a part of any sub-Brony faction, such as the new Lunar Republic, Solar Empire, Peace Corps, etc.?
I'm actually going to ask you a question about this. What exactly is the new Lunar Republic and the other stuff? Because I have no idea what it is.
Okay, well, they're
People have asked me about it so many times. I'm like, what the heck is the new Lunar Republic?
Okay, well, the new Lunar Republic is a faction that is basically against Celestia. They're saying that Luna should cause an uprising and become the ruler over Equestria, and that Celestia should be taken out of power.
So it's like a role-playing kind of thing.
Yeah, the Solar Empire, or the belief system, I guess you could almost
It's the
say.
same thing, but with Celestia.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
near the exact same thing with Celestia. And the Peace Corps are the people in the middle that are trying to mediate the whole thing and basically make it back to normal, so everybody's not fighting.
Oh my gosh, guys, chill out.
New Lunar Republic, NLR, and the Solar Empire actually get into such big stuff that it'll literally cause fights.
Jeez, well,
Like
personally, I'm
fistfights.
going to have to say no, I'm not part of either of them.
Yeah.
I mean, the only sub-faction I can think of is the 4chan CO general threads, that's it. But that's not even really a sub-faction. I mean, it's kind of branched off from PonyChan and stuff like that, but
4chan.
it sounds interesting. I mean, I guess Rainbow Freakin' Dash would probably be for the Solar Empire, and Fractured Loyalty would probably be for New Lunar Republic.
That would kind of make sense.
Just because Fractured Loyalty is all about the anarchy and everything, and hey, if it overthrows the current government and throws everything into chaos, let's do it!
Yeah. I've had people ask me that actually often, and it gets. There's so many people on the NLR and so many people on the SC, I guess whatever you could call it, and yet nobody really knows. Okay, let's. What do you currently do for work? Blah blah blah. I already know you answered that. And how does it impede, if at all, with your Brony hood?
That doesn't really impede at all. I mean, it's a cashier job. Wow, oh my gosh. Because, you know, my boss is totally has, like, anti-pony posters up all over the place, you know? Oh, you talk about pony? No. 50 years dungeon.
50 years dungeon. Why you no doctor? It's funny because I pronounce stuff incorrectly when I should know how to pronounce them correctly. They don't touch the tongue to the top of their mouth when they say R's. Why you not that? It's basically what it would sound like. I can't do the vocal cord stuff that they can do though, so I basically fail. I'm gonna just shut up about that. How do your friends or family feel about your involvement in the pony fandom? Do they know?
Stepdad doesn't know, and my mother, I actually helped her make My Little Pony plushes. I'm kind of like the, what do you call it? Quality assurance technical consultant. We've got our own Tumblr too. Am I allowed to plug that or not?
Yeah.
That's a yes I can, or yeah, no.
Yes, I don't know. I'm derping really hard right now. There's so much stuff going on. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I'm getting sidetracked. If I ask you to repeat something, don't take it offensively like I'm not listening. There's so many things going through my mind right now. Read the chat, read the question sheet, make sure you have no Skype notifications, check your email inbox, make sure that you frickin' think of aerodynamics, and, sorry. I feel bad. I feel really bad. You're lucky that you get plushies.
No, I don't have any for myself. We make them and we put them up on eBay, and we do commissions too.
Why don't you get one made for yourself? Dude, that's like one of the things I want so badly is a goddamn plushie, and then you have the ability to get one and you don't. Are you now manual breathing too? You mad? What? The hell?
That thing.
I don't know what he's talking about. My furnace is on right now, if that's what you guys are talking about. Relax, otherwise lesson 0. Okay, I need to ask the next question or else I'm gonna explode. Have you been down the pink aisle? If so, what was it like for you?
Not to purchase anything, but on the way through Target or something like that, I have passed through it occasionally, and it's no big deal. It's like, oh my gosh, so much pink. Oh wow, big deal.
You've never considered buying a pony toy?
Nope.
What? God damn it! You actually have a job. You can get plushies. You could get toys, but you choose not to.
I like to contribute, not acquire.
My God. You're like Kevin or Master Tortilla. Not Kevin Sano. I'm talking about yeah. I don't think you know Master Tortilla. I don't think you've met him yet. He went to BronyCon, so he couldn't talk to us. Disappointed about that. But oh shit, no. Oh damn it. Oh. I changed the screw on my mouse and I didn't mean to. Must correct error. I have a mouse that's insanely customizable and I don't want to change much of the stuff on it because I like the way that it is right now. Because I spent about an hour customizing it. Mac, Windows, or Linux?
Windows. Just because I can play games on it.
High five. Fine, don't accept my high five.
How do you accept a high five over audio?
High five
Do I have to-
accepted.
There, clap my hands. Woo. I guess that works. I don't know.
I don't care about the one annoying host. I want to go to BronyCon. I want to become a security guard for them. That'd be awesome. Now we wait for GLaDOS to start tripping balls. What? Why would I start tripping balls? I mean, I have a really big headache, but what?
Something to do about lesson 0. That's all I'm getting.
Hi, girls? Error 513, provider broke his mouse. I would not fucking break my mouse.
Oh, he's telling you to relax, otherwise you're going to go into lesson 0 mode.
Okay. Okay. I understand. The internet high five device. Yes, you should know of these things. Why don't you know of these? Are you excited by Fighting is Magic and or Equestria Online coming along soon?
I haven't really seen much about Equestria Online, but I have seen a lot about Fighting is Magic, and I am very excited for Fighting is Magic. It looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty good game, especially for it being done by, like, what, 5 or 6 people total? Or is it even less than that?
I don't know.
But yeah, I caught the tail end. I was watching the stream of BronyCon, and I caught the tail end of their panel, and it looks pretty good.
Let me see. So I assume you know what Equestria Online is?
It's MMO, right?
I think so. That's what they're
It's
going
like the
for.
World of Warcraft, but for ponies.
Yeah. Well, at least you know the
It
basics.
sounds like the idea behind it sounds like it's got promise. It's just all depends on how they implement it.
To people out there that are listening, if you don't know what Equestria Online is, please check it out. Google search Equestria Online, you should be able to find it. They don't go on Equestria Daily. They're not too big of fans of Equestria Daily. I know the maker of it. I am an advertiser for them. That is their plug. And I know it sounds bad. Oh, yeah, you're plugging them on your stream during an interview. But, you know, what better way to get the word out? I apologize for if you think that I'm being selfish. I'm sorry. It's part of one of my things that I do. I plug the people that I know because it helps them. What is your opinion on the state of Bronydom? Like, how do you feel as a whole, how we are perceived?
I'd say the media will tend to always try to focus on the more negative aspects behind it. But from what I've seen, and like if like, you know, it's the stuff like the humble Brony bundle and anything is any indication, I'd say we're in pretty good shape overall. Basically, don't listen to the media. Make your own perceptions about us, because the media is always going to focus on the negative. Because it's, oh my god, so edgy.
Lol. The beginning of this question is basically pointless for me to ask. So I'm just gonna skip the beginning of it. But do you follow any of the Ask Ponies? And if so, what are your favorites?
Yes, I do follow a bunch of the Ask Pony blogs. Off the top of my head, in no order of preference, there is Sadistic Rarity, there is Applejack Asks, there is 1004A, there's Ask Surprise. There's too many to freaking name. There's a whole bunch which I follow.
Yeah. No name. Don't bring up the furry to Brony comparison, please. I ask of that now. If you bring it up again, I'll ban you. We got threatened into suement for that clause. I got threatened to be taken to court. I lost a friend and a DJ and an interview. So, yeah, that's fucking awesome. And I lost an interview recording, too. So, just don't fucking talk about the furry and brony stuff. If you accept the fact you're a brony furry, I could care less. If you guys want to go, whatever, fuck. I'm a furry and a brony, and I'm proud to say that I am, and I like to say that everybody is, but apparently some people think that that's just wrong and that I deserve to die for it, so whatever. Are you on Pony Square? Yeah, are you on Pony Square, Rainbow Dash Network, etc.?
Nope. I don't even know what half those are.
Pony Square is like the Facebook for ponies, and Rainbow Dash Network is like the Twitter.
I'm not even on regular Facebook or Twitter, so no.
Hmm.
Applejack, drop it. I'm just gonna say it once. Just drop it. There will be no drama in my interview.
Lol.
Next question.
Yeah. If you guys truly want to discuss the furry and brony shit, we'll do it after the interview. How do you deal with crazy, creepy fans?
I actually really haven't had crazy creepy fans unless you get like the ones who just they're like, you know, anons and just like, oh my god, I want to make out with your character. I'm like, I don't care. Goodbye. Ignored. Deleted. Etc. I'm very non-combative. I'm like, I don't like go, oh my god, you did this and da da da. I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just gonna delete your ask. That's it. Big deal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Favorite song from the show?
I think it is a tie between Winter Wrap Up and Art of the Dress.
Okay. You choose. Okay. Okay.
What?
My favorites are May the Games Begin and Becoming Popular.
Oh, that's right, that one.
You just like the season 1 songs. I only like the season 2 songs.
I didn't care much for the Pick a Pet song, for the Pony Every
Becoming
Pony Should
Popular.
Know one was pretty good.
God, everybody the Pony Every Pony Should Know. That's the subtitle for it.
Whatever, you know, it's the song that Rarity sings in season 2. There we go. And I don't think was there one before that one. I don't think there has, or there was.
I don't know.
Is, as, was, do, what, now, something.
Shadow just made my logic explode. I'm sorry. If you were ever confronted to a point where you would be able to continue My Little Pony series with Lauren Faust, would you? Faust. You spelled Lauren and Faust wrong. It's Faust. And it's not Luran Faust.
Luren Faust.
Yeah, Luran Faust. Oh my god.
What
would
is
you
that,
do
an
if you
actual
could
question?
I think he was asking what you would do if you could control My Little Pony. Don't answer it yet, because they're not supposed to be asking questions yet. I was just saying what he said and how confused I was.
I'd ask Hasbro why the heck are they coming to me? Like, why are you asking me?
Why are you asking
I have
me?
no experience.
I wrote Rocket to Insanity. Why would you want me to be writing stuff for you or producing stuff?
Find someone else more talented.
I don't know about more talented. I was just thinking more along the lines of Twisted. How do you deal with time constraints, and do you give yourself deadlines for your projects?
On the updates, basically my time constraint is it has to be done before 12 midnight. If there's for instance, Mondays and Fridays are updates for Fractured Loyalty, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are updates for Rainbow Freakin Dash. So I'm basically like, okay, as long as I get this done before 12 midnight, then I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Scroll. Oh, okay. This is probably one of the most personal questions on here, but what is your sexual orientation?
No comment. I am invoking my right not to answer a question.
Okay.
It shall forever be a mystery.
You could have just said pass, man. You could have just said pass.
No, I have to be all fancy about it.
Not gonna tell me.
Bust out the long words. The long, confusing words.
Just straight up, no thank you, would have also sufficed. What's your sexual orientation? No thank you. What? Okay, is there any media you would like to expand into?
3D modeling. I've tried to make stuff for like Team Fortress 2, but I've never gotten past like very basic modeling part of it, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
So-
You're talking about that kind of 3D modeling. I was like,
Yeah.
well, what kind of 3D modeling are you talking about? Because I mean, there's more
Like
than
the
just
kind
that.
where you do it on a computer.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm a 3D modeler. I've built a Formula One race car, a house, a whole bunch of random shapes and gaskets for engines. Nothing has been a player model or anything along the lines of that that's been rounded to a point that's been added into a game.
For Team Fortress 2, it's basically like, hats and weapons, that's it. I've tried my hand at making some stuff in using Blender, but it's never really gotten past.
Oh, Blender!
It's free, what can I say?
Oh my god, Bleh. That's all I have to say about your Blender.
I wouldn't mind learning how to make music too, but I used to know how to play the piano, and then like after high school, after I stopped taking the classes, which were in high school, I just completely forgot. So I'd like to relearn that someday.
Yeah. 3ds Max, I have access to 3ds Max. I have access to Maya. I've never used them. I have Maya installed and authorized, but I haven't used it yet. And I get all my programs legit from the government. Actually, they fund my programs. Yeah, they cost roughly $3,000 to $5,000 each.
Good God.
I don't know how long I get them for, but I think I get them till 2014. So I'll be sad faced when I lose them.
That's a huge freaking chunk of change there.
I have access to $150,000 worth of programs. I have everything that Autodesk makes. Or I have access to everything Autodesk makes, and Autodesk is the highest quality 3D stuff you can buy. Get the president on the line. Okay. Have you done collaborations in the past, and do you plan to do any in the future?
I have done a collaboration with Applejack Asks and Donalmus Rarity. And in the future, in the short future, actually, there will be a collaboration with Try to Ask Nicely. That's a Discorded Fluttershy blog.
Okay. That guy in my zine, it depends on what you mean by free versions. I mean, I have them, like I said, all authorized. I mean, they're on what they call student loans, which means that every time I print something off, it states on the sheet that it comes from an educational program. It's annoying as hell. And why can your school afford them? Because your school is probably the only school in your city that has those programs. It's not often that you can get all of that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be continuing on now. If you have done collaboration work before, what was the most difficult part? And what was the easiest?
The most difficult part was drawing it. Easiest was just posting it. But really, that's about it. When you do like a collaboration thing, it's not just the one character. You're gonna have multiple characters. You're gonna have them interacting, and then you gotta talk with the person and be like, "Is this kosher? Should they be doing this? Should they be doing that?" And you gotta make sure your references are right. And it's a bit of a headache for that.
Yeah.
If you want to get technical about it, the easiest part is asking the person, "Hey, do you want to do a collaboration?" And if they say yes, then woohoo. And if they say no, then you say, "Why not?"
Ray, think about this. When you buy something in bulk, it becomes cheaper, hey? For the more you buy. So think about how many programs your school buys. I know our program has to buy, I think, 50 or 60. Because our classroom is actually 2 classrooms, and we have Windows 7 on one side with screens that are they're 25-inch screens. And the other side is just the crappy full screens that Dell doesn't sell anymore. But our computers are the most powerful in our city. And they're actually the most powerful in our province because, yeah. 64 gigabytes of RAM with 4 gigahertz of processor. Pretty boss. Which pony is your favorite to draw?
I guess I'd have to say Rainbow since I draw her all the time. It's just gotten so easy to draw her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And how do you find drawing pony anatomy compared to other styles of anatomy, if you've drawn anything else other than that?
It's so much easier to do pony anatomy because it's basically just 3 circles and then filling in the details. Human anatomy is just so complicated because you got to have the rib cage, you got to have the proper proportions, you got to make sure the muscle definition is right, you got to make sure the arms are the right length, you got to make sure the head is the right shape and the right size, and it's just a huge headache when doing humanoid figures.
Yeah, I can understand that. Have you seen the video where they name all the bones in a pony's body?
No, I have not.
Oh my god, it's a song. And he says them fast. There's like 20 bones in the back legs.
Jeez.
You nuked America. That makes sense, because you can just nuke America. They don't have any defense or anything. That wouldn't appear in the news. America's been wiped off the face of the earth and Canada's being doused in radiation. And Mexico. I don't think Mexico would hit the news, though. In later news, Canada and Mexico.
Canada has a secret underground clone army. They're like the freaking Empire. Secret clone army.
Clone army. Okay, you guys out there in the audience are welcome to ask questions now. My question sheet has been exasperated. Ask your questions, and ask them wisely, audience.
Just don't flood us with questions.
Yeah, don't flood us, please.
Otherwise, Gladiator's just gonna be like, oh my god, so many questions, how do I ask them all?
Okay, the easiest thing you guys can do for me is /query, or click my name on the far right, and then click query, and then type in your question. Please, 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 please query me your questions. It helps so much. Okay. Do you feel that Celestia was in the... Or, do you feel that Celestia made the right choice for imprisoning Luna for the crime of being alone?
The logical choice, yes. The right moral choice, no.
Well done.
Because it was either, you know, have her super evil consumed sister bring eternal night and possibly completely screw over the entire world, or send her to the moon for a very lengthy timeout. I mean, it was the logical thing to do, but was it the moral thing to do? Probably not.
Pirate Dash Mod asks, Pirate Dash, lol. You should link me to your stuff, because I don't know if I followed you yet. If you pick one in general, would you pick, or if you had to pick one in general, would you pick Fluttershy or Rainbow Freakin' Dash?
What am I picking them for? Just which one?
I don't know. Just pick
over the other.
One in, I don't know. It just says if you had to pick one in general.
I guess Rainbow.
Okay.
I mean, you guys already asked me who my favorite main 6 Brony is, and I already told you it was Rainbow.
Philip asked, would you willingly consume the main 6 if they were made of, or if they were real life and made? Oh my God! Let me just repeat this. I failed kind of poorly. I read some things.
He asks this to everyone he interviewed, doesn't he?
Would you willingly consume the main 6 if they were real life and were pastries? They do not feel pain, but they breathe, eat, walk, talk, smell, hear, and love. Specifically, love you.
Are they asking me to eat them?
I know I wouldn't.
Because if they're asking me to eat them, then yeah, I'm not gonna deprive them of their request. But if they're like completely terrified of being eaten, then no.
No means no. No! I'm gonna eat you anyways. Woo! Let's click follow in the top right here. Now I'm following you, Pirate Dash. Yay! Oh, thanks, DJ GLaDOS. You're the best. Woo! Okay, best background pony? I already asked what his favorite pony is, and I asked what his worst pony is, too. Jerk, listen to the stream more often. Especially when you know I have an interview on. God damn it. Whatever. How long have you been drawing, and what do you use to draw? That should be a question on my list. Why is it not on my list?
If you want to get real technical, I've been like doodling off and on like all through grade school. I didn't actually start drawing until God, about what, 3-4 years ago. And I use a really old, outdated Wacom Graphire 3 tablet in which the wire is all taped up to the back of it, because otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, but Jurg, you should know our question sheet. You shouldn't have to. You've listened to enough of our interviews. Sent a list. I don't want to ask that question. And yes, you did do it right. I really don't want to ask that question, because it can get into a lot of political topics and blah,
Is it the
blah,
one that they're
blah.
asking in the chat itself?
They asked it a while ago. Be the child sex stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't answer it. I don't want to get into political talk.
What does that have to do with ponies? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wow. No Name Brony asks, any plans for a non-MLP Tumblr in the future, or any other projects? I really don't want you to talk
as
about
far as
ponies.
Tumblr goes, no. But like I mentioned before, there's a website which I go to called tgchan.org, and they do like a whole bunch of like quest things. And I've done one thing on there before, one thing which kind of didn't really get off the ground, and I'm possibly considering doing another, and those are completely not pony related at all. It's like science fiction-y kind of stuff, aliens and such.
Okay, I'm just gonna say in the chat right now. Damn it, Ray! Don't promote yourself unless I ask you to post a link. Jeez, but if I don't ask your question, please don't ask it again. I've already read your question probably, and if I don't ask it, it's probably because I just didn't want to ask it, because I'm afraid of the topic evolving. Who would be the next Tumblr blog you'd want to interact for Rainbow Freakin Dash and Fractured Loyalty each? That was Bruce Lee 41126.
Interesting question. Shoot, I never really gave that much thought. I guess for Rainbow Freakin Dash, I don't really know. I mean, I guess maybe Ask Surprise or something like that. For Fractured Loyalty, God, I don't know. Who the heck am I following on Fractured Loyalty? That's a good question. Lordy. Maybe one of the Paranoid Twilight Sparkles, I guess.
Oh, that'd be intriguing. Okay, Jurg Rush asks, Derpy Hooves or Ditsy Doo?
I like Ditsy Doo better, because it just sounds more in canon. I know Hasbro has basically said her name is now Derpy Hooves, but I still prefer Ditsy Doo better.
Actually, the Hub said that her name is Derpy Hooves.
And the Hub is owned by Hasbro, aren't they?
They're owned by Hasbro, but they're their own thing. When you're owned by somebody, it doesn't mean that they tell you everything you say. You do have to make decisions for yourself and say things that you know and stuff like that. Theoretically speaking, you could almost say I'm owned by them and the other company and a bunch of other companies, because, I mean, yeah, my name, the station, all the content we play and stuff like that, there's a chance that, yeah. Jurgrush also asked, if you could be a pony, what breed would you be?
Pegasus. Without a doubt. I mean, magic is fun and all, but you got wings, you can fly, you can go anywhere. You got the whole frickin' sky to yourself.
I see. Understandable. Jergrush also asked, are you a night owl?
Am I a night owl? Well, I do tend to stay up pretty late, so I guess maybe, but I'm not completely nocturnal. I usually end up going to bed like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Philip asked, would you willingly give up all of your possessions and leave your friends and family so you could become a pony in poverty in Equestria?
No. That's giving up too much for too little.
Understandable, though I do question how you could live in poverty in Equestria.
Yeah, it's a good question. Basically, it's like, if you're poor and destitute, it's like people will just throw money at you, or just be like, hey,
yeah.
well, you're a complete stranger, but you can stay with me.
Yeah, or, like, when you think about it, how do you think Fluttershy receives her payment? To my knowledge, she doesn't have a job. She lives in a cottage off with a bunch of animals. For all we know, she built the goddamn thing, so... I mean, it's very plausible that if you're in poverty, you can actually be rich. And it seemed like it would be something that would change very quickly, and it'd be possible. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think a part of me would like to see what it would like to be in poverty. Like if I had to start from scratch, kind of thing, just to see what I could do. Though I don't know if I'd be able to live with it because I need my computer like 24/7 because I like die without it. But you know. Philip also asked, what is your explanation for Applejack's freckles being white? That is a weird ass question, but you know, whatever.
Genetic defect? I don't know.
Genetic defect.
They're just different colored fur on her hide. I mean, regular horses have that all the time. Have you never seen Palominos? They're like brown and white. They're just natural markings is all. I think all the Apple family members have it, don't they?
I don't ask.
Except for Apple Bloom. I don't think Apple Bloom has them.
No. I don't think she does. Philip asked, which is a bigger poopy head, Gilda or Trixie? I think he's more asking who do you think is
It's
more
just a jerk, and Trixie is just a braggart. So, I mean, they're like two completely different, categories of being a jerk. I mean, Gilda's like an abusive kind of jerk, and Trixie is just the holier than thou, mightier than thou kind of braggart kind of jerk.
Okay, Jesus, I'm getting so many freaking questions. I'm trying to keep up with them. That guy Mazine asks, how long do you predict you will stay a brony?
Probably until either the series ends or Hasbro completely rapes the series into being something that is not enjoyable to watch or be a part of anymore.
I see.
I doubt the latter will happen, though.
Celestia said, it was more of a statement than a question, but pick a freaking superpower.
Pick a freaking superpower?
Yep.
Right? The ability to control the ratio of any given thing happening.
So, time control, mass control. I assume that would be time control.
No, that's basically omnipotence, really, if you get down to it. Because if you can control the ratio of any given thing happening, then you can basically do anything. Like, oh, what's the ratio that I'm gonna come across? $1 million while I walk to work. It's like 1 to 50,000, something like that. I'll just change it to 1 to 1. Oh, look, there's a pile of money. So it's kind of hacks, but nobody really ever kind of thinks of the possibilities to do with that. Yeah, what my zine said, basically probability control.
Control.
But if that's off limits, like I said, I have to go with, oh, what is it? Telekinesis.
Understandable. Though, in my opinion, I think time control would be better. You could do basically the exact same things as telekinesis.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. Santelestia also asked, how do you sleep at night? In a ball, a chair, sucking your thumb?
In a bed. How I sleep in a bed.
He sleeps in purgatory.
Excuse me.
Pirate Dash Mod asked, have you created an original character? Yeah. I'm gonna just say yes. I think what they mean is, have you created like a Pony Sona or a character that you designated completely to non-blog stuff, or?
Nope. I've considered it, but I have never actually done so.
In all fairness, just to clarify on this part, an original character is any character that is not owned.
Canon.
Yeah, that's not canon to anything or is not owned by anybody. It's an original thing. So he has created original characters. Rainbow Freaking Dash, I believe, is an original character. I'm sorry, I haven't really checked your blog out that much. And
if you want to get technical, yeah.
Yeah, if you do get technical, with them,
definitely is.
Yeah. Ask Shadows Bro, or whatever the hell he wants to call himself right now, asked, what pony would you have a romantic and maybe sexual relationship with?
Oh god.
He said maybe. You should be happy he said maybe.
Oh jeez Louise. Crap, I don't know. Well, you gotta ask a question like that. I guess if you're keeping purely, like, PG, or not PG, purely, like, G-rated, then I guess I'd have to say Fluttershy, because, you know, I'm kind of shy and timid in real life, and she's shy and timid in real life, and it just probably be, you know, something nice and sweet, I guess.
Understandable. Ask Shadows Bro also asked, red versus blue ponies? Luna being Caboose and Celestia being Tex?
I've never seen Red vs. Blue. The only Halo I have ever played is Halo 1, and that was for the PC.
Damn it. You should play more Halo and watch Red vs. Blue.
I don't have an Xbox.
Then watch Red vs. Blue. I'm sorry,
I have a GameCube and a PlayStation 2, and then I have my computer, and I do most of my gaming on my computer.
I've gotten to talk to the sound director of Red vs. Blue. I'm allowed to plug them. So yeah. Bright Ray asked, what do you think is the best shipping? So
best ship?
Bonbon, Vinyl Scratch and Octavia.
Probably Dash and Applejack, followed by Rarity and Fluttershy. And I guess it only leaves Pinky and Twilight.
Damn it, getting it soon. That's on our question sheet, and it actually comes on later. So, but I'll still ask it now. Do you like bananas?
I don't like bananas by themselves, but I do like banana yogurt. And as I said beforehand, I like banana nut muffins.
Damn it, bananas are so good. How can you...
I don't know, I'm the same way with tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes themselves, but I like ketchup and I like tomato sauce. It's weird.
Yeah.
Same thing with strawberries. I don't like strawberries by themselves, but I like strawberry products.
Oh, strawberries by themselves are so good, especially when you pour sugar on them. Strawberries dipped in sugar is so goddamn good. Ray, I already told him I'm going to call you Ray. We've talked in voice chat. You know I call you Ray. Besides, I already know somebody else who's named Rye. So, shut up. And the other person that's named Rye is the moderator of MLC, or My Little Chubbies, Blobs. Whatever the hell.
Hold on one moment.
Yeah, fine. Fine. Thought it was more important than your other friends. So, chat, how are you doing?
Sorry about that. The parent came in and had to discuss Fluttershy's eyes on this little teeny tiny plush that we're doing.
Damn you and your plushies.
She didn't my input.
I swear
Anyway,
to God, you were gonna get one for yourself. You were gonna get one for yourself. You don't have an opinion on this. I'm not fucking kidding. You're getting one for yourself, just because I can't, you have to.
Dude, we do commissions. If you ever get the money together, we'll make you one.
I can't. I don't have PayPal. And I can't make PayPal. The only way I can buy shit online is using a prepaid Visa card, and I'm near positive you don't accept Visa.
No. You'd have to do a money order and mail it.
Yeah, I know, and there's no way in hell my parents would allow that, but... Jurgrush asked, if you could create Equestria at the cost of destroying Earth, would you do it?
No.
Wow, you really love our planet.
I see it more as like, okay, if you destroy Earth, how are you going to get off Earth before you destroy it? So you're basically destroying yourself and everything, so something else can exist that you will never, ever be able to be a part of.
Okay, so Jurgrush, I guess you never do clarify that. You've asked that question more than once. What happens to you if you destroy the Earth and make Equestria? Do you die along with Earth, or do you get transferred into Equestria as a pony, or what? Okay, Jurgrush also asked, how do you feel about the recent EQD poll, the best pony one?
Who won it?
I don't know who won it. Twilight Sparkle.
I don't really follow Equestria Daily, so...
Twilight Sparkle.
Twilight Sparkle won it? Well... I guess that makes sense, because one of the mods for it really likes Twilight Sparkle.
Oh,
but...
it's a poll for other people to answer, not the mods.
Eh.
Hmm.
I can understand it. I mean, she is the main character. And she has her adorable moments, but...
Okay, how do you feel, oh wait, what? Oh my god. How do you feel...
How do I feel? I feel fine.
No.
How do you feel?
No, shut up. How do you feel about, I guess he means about, two thirds of the CMC being dictionaries?
I'd say one of them has become I'd say the last one better become a thesaurus, because there's not really much you can do with just 2 dictionaries.
2 dictionaries and a thesaurus. And
ideally, you want one to be a dictionary, one to be a thesaurus, and one to be a spell checker.
Oh, that would be great. That would be their cutie marks. Don't ask me how, but it would. And Jurgrush also asked, Octavia or Vinyl Scratch?
Vinyl.
You were very fast in that answer. It was almost as
Vinyl.
if you had prepared.
I mean, I like classical music and everything, but I just like Vinyl better. I mean, I know she only had freaking 3 seconds of screen time, but I like her better.
Philip asked, wet mains, yay or nay?
It depends on the pony. Some of them the wet mane just doesn't look right, and some of them it looks really good on.
So you mean like the wet mane on Granny Smith? Yeah, it doesn't work?
Definitely not if it's older Granny Smith. It didn't look all that right.
It is older Granny Smith.
No. It didn't really look all that great on Applejack either. Applejack does better with the ponytail.
Lol. Oh my god. Philip asked, do you think that the Zap apples are just apples painted a rainbow and are a scam by the Apple family?
No, because we actually saw them being made and being magically appeared. I mean, it's
Unless
not
they
their
all
fault
made
that just
that
about
up.
everything everything magical in Equestria is somehow related to a rainbow. I mean, seriously, just about everything that's got to do with magic in Equestria has a rainbow attached to it.
I'm getting so many questions so fast, it's saddening, because I'm trying to work my way through them, but they're posting more as I'm reading them. Santa Lestia asked, are you King Arthur? Because I'd like you to pull my sword out.
What? No! God, what is wrong with you? Come on. You should be ashamed of yourself.
He wants to draw your sword.
That is bad, and you should feel bad.
Oh my god. Bruce Lee 41126 asked, how do you feel about the acknowledgement of the internet fan base on the show and the interviews and the cons? I think that's kind of just, or how do you feel about the acknowledgement? So, hasn't that already been answered, kind of?
What do you mean the acknowledgement?
I think
who's acknowledging it?
Yeah, I don't know who you mean with. I think he means. No,
please
I think
rephrase the question.
No, I think when he means the acknowledgement of the internet fan base on the show, and during the interviews and stuff like that, where they've acknowledged that bronies are there.
I personally haven't seen any other show like acknowledge their fandom as much. I know I've heard that like Buffy the Vampire Slayer did a little bit of it for their fandom and everything. But I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's really neat that the fandom and the show creators themselves had this kind of weird back and forth kind of synergy, and they kind of feed off of each other.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, Shadow.
What's he asking this time?
This one is dirty. Do you want to answer it?
Let me hear it.
Ask Shadows Bro __ because he for some reason added underscores to his name. Asked, would you ever play with a carrot? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
No. Why?
I don't know. Because we're known as True Brony Radio, the carrot, and the carrot part of our name is based off of a clapfic that involves Fluttershy, Rarity, and Twilight with carrots and drunk.
Okay, that's interesting.
I know the person that wrote the fanfic, so it is kind of an original idea, and he did it before carrots were cool, as hipster as that sounds. Okay. Bright Ray asked, how did you come up with the name Fractured Loyalty?
It just sort of came to me, really. I mean, I was just trying to think of things, and I was like, well, okay, well, she's got kind of, her psyche's kind of shattered, fractured, elemental loyalty, fractured loyalty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 second. Open my next page. I'm sending messages for people critiquing or asking for critique on their music that I got prematurely. Gingetsun asked, so you're a bitch that doesn't like bananas?
I know what the reference is from.
Yeah, I know.
That's what they're trying to get at.
Yeah, friendship is magic, bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to answer that. It's not really a question. Nobody _ asked, would you live in Equestria if it existed? Or would you move to live in Equestria if it existed?
No strings attached?
It just says that, so I'd assume so.
If it's no strings attached, then heck yeah. I mean, it's a better place than what we've got right now. I mean, think of it, you're basically going to some place where you don't ever have to worry about war, you don't have to worry about famine, you don't have to worry about all the crap that's going on in the world. Wouldn't you go there? Doesn't matter if it's Equestria or not, if it's just some place which is basically paradise, wouldn't you go there?
Yeah, I would totally love to go to Equestria if it existed. Grimdark Big Mac. Are you the actual Grimdark Big Mac? Let me make sure your name is still that.
I think he is.
Are you the actual Grimdark Big Mac? I do need to know because there is issues with that.
Now we wait 16 seconds for him to actually hear us.
Yep, it's okay. I mean, I'll still ask his question. Grimdark Big Mac asked, say you are transported to Jurassic Park and you are in one of the main buildings, just as everything went to hell. Do you have the intelligence to confront the velociraptors and win?
They're freaking dinosaurs that are bigger than me. Hell no, I'm hiding in a closet.
Sadistic Llama, if you want to ask me a question, you have to click on my name in the little sidebar, and then click query, and then type in your question inside the little chat box thing. Okay. Nobody underscore asked, would you live in Equestria even if you were the only one of your kind?
No, because if I'm the only one of my kind, that means that I have none of my friends or family ever able to being around, and I'm not going to give that up just to go to someplace like that. It's not worth it.
Wow. Sad face. No.
I know. I'm a realist. I think things through logically.
Jurg, I'm not going to ask that question until the second season is done.
Why?
Well, how do you feel about the upcoming third season?
From what I've heard, it's going to be pretty decent. I mean, apparently they're putting a lot more songs into it. At least that's as far as I heard. So, yeah, more songs. Huzzah.
Jurg also asked, what do you think would have happened if Pinky had squirted Fluttershy in the Gilda episode? If you know what he's talking about. He's talking about the turtle thing that Fluttershy finds,
and that's how Equestria was destroyed.
Flutter bitch mode engaged. Missiles armed. Jurgrush also asked, Harry Potter or Aragon?
Harry Potter. I saw Aragon. It was interesting, but I didn't really care much for it.
The movie is terrible. Read the books. Okay. What is with your... Philip, how old are you? Are you like 8? My god. Philip asked, do you wish that Silver Spoon and Diamond Tiara's family trees were never created because they are both poo-poo heads that ruin everyone's day with their meanie face comments?
That's not... I don't know. I mean, yeah, every time when they're on screen and they talk, I just kind of want to punch them in the face, but to completely wipe out their genealogy, that's kind of harsh.
Yeah, understandable. I gotta say, I loved Filthy Rich's reaction when Cheerio Lee, Mr. Filthy.
Dang it, that's not my name.
I mean Rich. Oh my god.
Woman, I will have you fired.
Lol. The Great Myzine asked, if you lived in Equestria, what city would you live in and why?
Well, we've only seen 3 so far, so that's not a whole lot to choose from. I guess I'd have to say Canterlot, just because, you know, it's Canterlot and it's a giant castle. It's medieval. Yeah, it's been kind of modernized, but it's still big castle on a big mountain.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is walk to the edge and you got the big, huge frickin' valley and that big, huge view to look at.
Okay. Diggity Slice asks, do you think Silver Spoon would still be a bitch if Diamond Tiara weren't in the picture?
Silver Spoon is the gray one, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think she would.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that one, and I'm gonna... Do you mind if I provide a standpoint on it?
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Due to the psychological profile of the characters and the average looks of all of the characters in the show, Silver Spoon would not be popular if Diamond Tiara weren't there. Sure, she gained her cutie mark and it is a silver spoon. However, in no episode has it ever stated that she actually comes from a life where she's had a silver, or where she was born with a silver spoon. So, basically, if she had lost Diamond Tiara, or if she had never met Diamond Tiara, she would probably be lower than Apple Bloom. The psychological profile on the characters along the lines of that would also be the exact same. If you think about it, a lot of the ponies would be very, very, very low on the chains if they hadn't met certain people. I mean, if you think about it, where do you think Twilight would be if she hadn't met Celestia? Aside from her massive energy rush that caused due to the sonic rain boom, she probably would have failed her exam. So, I suppose it's just those kind of things you have to look at. I want to think that Silver Spoon wouldn't be a bitch if that occurred, mainly because Silver Spoon has to be one of my favorite background ponies, mainly because I saw the nice Silver Spoon Tumblr and that made me like her, because I know that the psychological profile is there for that. But that's all yeah. Okay, Bruce Lee 41126 asked, which is the better look for Luna, first season or second season?
I might have to go with second season. I know people like the smaller, cuter look that she had in season 1, but I like the transparent, kind of Milky Way galaxy kind of hair she's got going on with that. In season 2, I mean.
Okay. King Soon, or King's Tune asked, what is your favorite kind of movie? Horror, comedy, romance, etc.?
I hate horror. I do not like horror at all. And, I guess out of those, I have to say, like, I guess I like comedies. Well, I like action movies, too. Like, I guess I'd say, like, a fusion of action comedy, like the old Jackie Chan movies. I really like those.
Nobody underscore asked, what is your favorite movie?
Oh, jeez, favorite movie ever. God. I don't know. I don't really have, like, an absolute favorite movie. I mean, I have favorite movies, but I don't have one which I'm just like, oh my god, this is my most favorite movie ever at all. Zero.
Okay. Palladium Cupcake asked, when did you start watching the show?
Didn't we already answer that?
I asked when did you how did you become a brony? I haven't asked when.
I don't remember what episode it was. I just, like, it was sometime around, like, the Griffin the Brush Off episode was aired. That's all I remember.
Okay. Blazing Raisins, I'm not gonna ask that question. Screw off. Sinister Mongoose asked, how much time and how often do you practice your drawing?
Basically daily. I mean, the tumblers are basically are my practice. I mean, I draw 4 days out of the week. I basically take off on Wednesday, and on the weekends, sometimes I get people who, ask me to do, like, open canvas with them or something like that.
Okay, Sadistic Llama asked, what is your thought on the fanfic Cupcakes?
Could have been better if the writer hadn't been writing it just purely for shock value and actually put some effort into it. I didn't even really cringe when I read it. I was just like, okay, this is interesting.
I thought it is one of my favorite fanfics because it's so goddamn funny. If you're looking for one that will make you gag or is really in-depth or detailed, go read Sweet Apple Massacre. Mike has asked, would you support a My Little Pony movie?
Only if it's done with the same people who are doing the show.
Understandable. Understandable. Jurgrush asked, what else do you follow beyond ponies?
Like, what do you mean, like TV shows or something like that?
I guess, what do you follow? So I guess that would probably be like, what other stuff do you do other than ponies? So watch like other TV shows and what other stuff you do.
God. There's shoot. Oh God, I watch stuff that's an Adult Swim, you know, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, American Dad, stuff like that. Every now and then I'll probably catch the occasional comedy special, which is on Comedy Central. Most of the time I watch stuff that's on History Channel or Discovery. I know, I'm a huge nerd.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. Everybody's good. I mean, if you acknowledge the fact that you're a nerd, then you are truly a good nerd. Grimdark Big Mac. I don't know if you ever told me whether or not you're actually Grimdark Big Mac.
He said yes, he was.
Okay.
I saw it earlier in the chat.
Somebody I know likes you, and I don't remember who. I think it was Alex Griffin. Alex Griffin is the writer of My Little Dashie. Okay. Jurgrush asked, how do you feel about the lack of Scootaloo content?
There's a lack of Scootaloo content?
I don't know.
I probably don't see it because I follow like 2 Scootaloo blogs, so I'm kind of always seeing something that's Scootaloo related. Or does he mean like episodes?
I don't know.
I thought Scootaloo was getting an episode sometime this season, but I guess maybe that was just a rumor.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope so. I'd like to see an episode with her. Okay. Phillips, I'm not gonna ask that because there's issues with that question. That guy Mazine asked, I forgot if this was already asked, but what are you majoring in and what do you want to major in?
I am actually not in college. I kind of can't afford it at the moment.
No student loan?
Nope.
No. I'm not gonna ask that, can get soon. Nobody underscore asked, would you like the show even if the craze didn't exist?
Probably.
I gotta say, nobody, that question is kind of weird in the sense that without the craze, most of us wouldn't have found the show.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, seeing the goddamn MLP commercials with them playing with the toys is the most annoying thing. Because it's like, oh, yay, they're playing with the toys. That's understandable. They play with toys. But every fucking thing in the commercial is like pink and fucking cheery colors, and it's like, Couldn't you just have like a black backdrop or something? Something that isn't a high or a low contrast light color?
I'm getting some.
I'm not gonna ask that. Sorry, what?
I'm getting like 1 or 2 people who are asking me questions directly. Just to let you guys know, you don't ask me the questions. You message DJ GLaDOS the question.
Oh yeah, don't ask him directly. Mainly because I'm supposed to be reading them to him. Sinister Mongoose asked, will we be seeing Basic Answer post return to Fractured Loyalty soon?
Yes, after this little comic thingy that I'm doing is done.
Sweet. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Sadistic Llama asked, Luna, Celestia, Discord, or maybe a pizza. They rambled on for a bit, and the pizza part came up, so I edited it.
Let's compromise. Let's get Luna, Discord, and Celestia sitting around at the table, and let's all have pizza together. There we go.
Oh my god. This man he's a genius. He's a genius. He's a genius! No. Mikas asked, do you live stream?
Every once in a while, yeah. For both vlogs.
Okay. Muffins asked, what is your opinion on Ditzy 2?
It's define opinion, like, do I like her? Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how to really answer that, considering I don't really know what the question is really asking. I mean, you know, it's Ditzy Doo. She kind of became something all entirely her own just because of the fandom. I mean, it's neat that the show creators, you know, have acknowledged that, but they're just kind of trying to shoehorn her into every single episode, which I think is kind of overdoing it. You know, too much of a good thing.
Yeah. Jurgrush asked, and I should add this question to our question sheet because how do you feel about the arrow to the knee jokes?
It was funny the first 2 times I heard it, and then it just, ugh. Every time I hear someone say one, I'm just like, please, no, don't. For any variation of it.
Don't say arrow to the knee jokes in the chat, please. For me, please don't. Philip, how do you think Pinkie Pie conceals her party cannon?
It's Pinkie Pie. I don't have to explain shit.
Yeah, she's antimatter. Pinkie Pie is made of antimatter. She doesn't need to explain anything. You don't need to explain anything for her. You can't explain anything for her unless you know how the properties of antimatter and how they work. Sadistic Llama, that is a questionable question, but I'm still gonna say it. Sadistic Llama asked, do you think we bronies will one day buy a piece of Canada and call it Equestria and make it a real country with bronies filling the streets?
You have to get some really, really rich people in the fandom for that.
Yeah, some really goddamn rich people with lots of connections. Lots. And I don't think Hasbro would quite let you do that. You would have to get permission. If you could suggest a theme or a brief... Or Mick S. asked, if you could suggest a theme or a brief synopsis for an MLP episode, what would it be?
What? Sorry, say that again?
Mikias asked, if you could suggest a theme or a brief synopsis or synopsis, however you want to say it, for an MLP FIM episode, what would it be?
Oh, jeez, I guess maybe like a Roll 63 episode, basically along the lines of, you know, spell goes all re, they get transported to, you know, to an alternate dimension, and it's them, but they're guys, and all this weird stuff, and maybe some, like, subtle allusions to the Brony community that way, and, you know.
I'm just typing something else, sorry. Talking to ISMDOF. Doubt anybody knows who he is. Fuck you, Shadow. He said an arrow to the knee thing. Jurgrush asked, can you get him to sing? Will you sing for us?
No, I won't, because with the parents in the other room, I kind of can't, like, use my voice to the full volume I'd like. If I start belting out in song, they're gonna come in and be like, what the heck are you doing?
sorry. Sorry, just typo. Okay.
I know. It's my stepdad is the one who has the main problem with it. I mean, if he wasn't here, then you know, my mother probably just would totally not care. But sorry.
Jurgrush asked if you could put a muffin in a cupcake. Would you eat it?
No. Why would you do that?
Muffin,
That's just
cupcake,
wrong.
Muffin in a cupcake. Cupcake, muffin in a cupcake. Sorry. I don't think anybody in here is Tabasco's fans, so nobody would get the joke I just made. If any of you guys have heard of Nugget in a Biscuit, yeah. 1 second, Bright Ray. Sorry. Nobody _ asked all of your favorite pony quotes. I'm just gonna say, what's your favorite pony quote? Because, man, all of them could take hours.
God, I don't even... You ask me to remember lines from the show, which I usually don't pay much attention to. Oh, God. Jeez. I guess it would have to be, the spikes exploding twice line, I guess. That's the only one which is coming to my mind right now.
You're derping again. My connection. Why you die? Oh, wait, you might have gone back to normal. Try and talk.
What?
No, you're normal again. Okay. That's not really a question, Sadistic. I don't understand it. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I don't know how. I can't provide an answer. I don't think you can. But Sadistic Lum asked, "Have you ever eaten a cupcake with a pony, and eat that pony with sauce and pizza rolls with a sundae and the sun and putis?"
What?
Every pause I made was because it was set on a different line, because they... Yeah, you don't have to provide an answer. I didn't understand. Okay. Mickey asks, what is your favorite video game?
Favorite video game?
Yeah.
Guess right now it'd be Team Fortress 2. Which, yeah, I guess kind of is. That is my favorite video game at the basically.
Okay. Shadow asked, Shadow, the question's in my question sheet. You should listen more. Your Jurgrush asked, favorite independent pony song?
What do you mean independent pony song? Like a song that's only sung by one pony? Is that what they're asking?
I think they're asking, like, what's your favorite solo pony song? So, like, kind of like becoming popular. Or Art of the Dress.
Oh.
That's all I can think of for solo ones. Is there more?
Well, there's Pinky's Evil Enchantress song, and then the Flutter Guy version of that.
Giggle at the Ghosty.
Yeah. There's that one too.
Enchantress, she does evil dances. Deep in her eyes, she entrances. Yeah, what is your favorite independent song? You're derping again?
I guess I'd have to say, Art of the Dress then.
Art of the Dress. Okay. Jurgrush asked, if you were in a zombie apocalypse and you could only bring one main six pony with you while the others die, who would it be? Put heavy emphasis on die.
Pinky.
You take Pinkie Pie in the apocalypse instead of all of the rest of the pony. For shame.
Because it's Pinky. Think about that for a moment. It's Pinkie Pie.
I would take Fluttershy. Not because she's my favorite pony, which she is, but because she would fuck shit up if you pissed her off.
I'm thinking about it from a logical standpoint. It's Pinkie Pie. She does the most crazy, illogical stuff sometimes. If there's anyone you want to have in a zombie apocalypse, it's going to be Pinkie Pie, because she's going to be able to do crap that you didn't even think she'd be able to do. She is basically the epitome of hammer space.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to go back and okay. Philip asks, Lyra or Heartstrings?
Lyra is the first name, Heartstrings as the last name.
Lyra Heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That guy Mazine asked, what was your favorite show growing up?
Oh god, Batman animated series.
Wow. Batman animated series. Bruce, no. Okay, Bruce Lee 41126 asked, cupcake or a sandwich?
Why can't I have the sandwich first and then eat the cupcake for dessert?
Logic broken. He breaks all the logic, you guys.
Loopholes, I shall find them all.
Pirate Dash Mod asked, do you ever watch sports? If so, any favorites?
No, I don't really watch sports.
Yay! Sports should be abolished. No, physical education in school should be abolished. What?
Hmm?
Bright Ray asked, has any pony really been far as to decided to use even go want to do look more like?
You've got to be kidding me. I've been further even more decided to use even go and need to do look more as anyone can. Can you really be far even as decided half as much to use go wish for that? My guess is that when one really been far even as decided wants to use even go want, it is then that he has really been far even as decided to use even go want to do look more like. It's just common sense.
I have a headache, and that just gave me a super migraine. My brain is dying. I don't know what you just said. What was that? What the hell? Oh my god. My brain.
It's a
Hard not
meme.
to say it.
It's a meme, and that's the answer for it.
It doesn't mean that it hurts less. Okay. Genghis too nasty. Watch any gaming tournaments? If so, what games?
Oh, every now and then I'll catch the odd Starcraft 2 stream.
Yay! Starcraft 2 is best game. Actually, no,
I
sorry,
have
Halo
it,
is.
and I've been wanting, and I have it, and I played it, and I tried getting into the multiplayer, but I just completely lost interest in it for some reason.
I fail at that game, so
I have so many games that I need to play that I have either never even played or have like played halfway through and then just never finished.
Man,
It's ridiculous.
I will tell you, there's nothing worse than when you go to play, because I suck at StarCraft, and we were testing one of the mods that we're working on, and yeah, it was basically along the lines of him going, okay, you start as this team, I'll start as the Zerg, I'm not gonna really do anything serious, it's okay. So about 5 minutes later, he's already got Zerglings running through my base, destroying stuff. I'm like, you're a dick. I know.
It's all about timing, really.
And I was like, hey, I have no units. No units. The only strong things I have are the Plane Warpers, Great Chargers, and the skydivers and fuck, which are my highest tier units. And he's like, well, you try and get them then, and he just backed off for a little bit. So I built a whole bunch of battle towers, and then he came back and he got fucked over. I'm like, haha, what now, bitch? Brings in a whole bunch of aircraft things. I don't even know what the fuck they were, and they just destroyed my turrets. I'm like, you're a dick. Yeah, the mod I'm talking about is called Ponycraft. I am the I want to say co-leader or co-producer or whatever, executive producer of it. I am an advertiser, recruiter, and some other stuff too for them. I'm also, I guess you could say, tester and stuff like that. But basically, the mod is going to add a map to StarCraft 2 that will allow you to play as ponies. Not just change their names to ponies, but add entire 3D models of the ponies. 3D models of the bases, complete animations, and all.
Interesting.
It will be a fully functional race. Not just units. An entire race. After that is completed, our team has decided that we are going to be completing an entire campaign for StarCraft 2. All of this will include complete voice acting, hopefully cinematics, and a lot of work. Nothing is set up for it along the lines of sites or anything like that. The only thing we've been featured on that I know of is EQD once, and that was when I found the post. I found the post of them asking for 3D modelers. I said that I was a 3D modeler, but I found out I couldn't do anything for them. Then I realized they didn't have concept artists, and that they were hiring 3D modelers, assuming that the 3D modelers could make 3D models off of written concepts. I corrected that and fixed a lot of stuff, and now the mod is actually a functional mod, completed, except for the fact we don't have voice acting or 3D models done. Or all the concept art done. If any of you guys have seen the portrait, the StarCraft 2 portrait ponies, like Fluttershy Medic, Pinkie Pie's the Thor unit, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that guy works on our team.
Nice.
We recently got him into the team. He's working on making... I actually got him making those portraits as advertising campaigns, because they can't be used in the game. Because you require 3D things and stuff like that. So basically those portraits are going to be out, or from now on are going to be made as the units that you're going to be able to play as. The current one being done is the Pioneer, which is the SCV unit. Pretty cool. Fuck. Blaze asked, would you burn G3 ponies in a blaze?
Probably.
Right. Mikia's asked, ever wanted to go to BronyCon?
Just for the voice actor panel, that's it.
And the Lauren Faust panel?
That's, this year, I think.
Yep. I know it is. One second. Like I said, messages. Okay. Muffins asked, ever had a dirt moment?
Define dirt moment.
Just straight up dirt moment. I assume that is kind of one of the moments, like the massive amounts of clumsiness, but I don't know. I'll just, yeah.
Plenty of times.
Okay.
I mean, you can't go through life without having a couple of those. But we tend to call them senior moments.
Yeah. Getting fanfic things. Okay. Muffins also asked, have you ever played the Luna game before?
There's a Luna game?
It's got to be one of my favorite games from the Brony fandom. The game
First
was
time hearing
developed.
about it.
The game was developed by a creepypasta developer. You can probably assume it's going downhill from now, but the game was originally meant as a scare tactic. The game was played for roughly around 11 to 12 seconds, and then your screen would be flashed with a picture of a creepy-looking apple bloom, along with the inability to control your computer and loud music being played through your speakers that's like really scary and stuff.
Interesting.
The game.
No, I have not played it.
The game. Oh man, it's so much fun. I love it. I have every one. There's I think 5 out right now. The first one was made as a joke. The second one was made on purpose. The third one was made completely on purpose. The fourth one was made because people requested it, and then the fifth one was just recently made because they wanted to make a story into it. I'm not kidding. At the end of like the fourth one, they like it goes from her just straight up being like just you jump through, you go to jump across the pole thing, and the fucking apple bloom appears on your screen and it scares the shit out of you, to frickin' Luna appears in hell and she's talking about how much she misses her friends and stuff.
Okay.
It's awesome. You should totally play them. Okay, Drug Rush asks, favorite pony sub meme? Molestia, Trollestia, Rarity Marshmallow, Fluttertree, Scootaloo Chicken, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess I have to say the Scooter Chicken one.
Yeah.
The Smarty Bells is kind of on my list there too.
Lol. He also asked, how much scoot can a Scootaloo do if a Scootaloo knew how to scoot?
All of them. All the scoots.
Okay. Okay. Diggity Sliced asked, have you ever played Story of the Blanks?
Nope.
You want the story behind that one too?
If you want to.
Apple Bloom gets lost in a forest. She finds an abandoned town that is, she finds a town that is filled with, that is a whole bunch of really nice ponies and whatnot. You complete a small little story in a maze and whatnot, and you locate a house. You look in the fireplace, you find the remains of another pony. Go back, and the abandoned town is now full of zombie ponies, and you're freaking the fuck out.
Okay.
The game is fun, but very short if you know what to do.
Interesting.
Okay. Okay, Sadistic Llama asked, where in the world do you think Discord is doing right now? And if so, please give me a full thought and not just some mumbling and whatnot.
Did he what? What mumbling? What am I mumbling? Is it because I'm probably too far away from the microphone or something? I don't know.
Maybe they're talking about me because I'm mumbling because I have a massive goddamn headache and I don't like yelling. But I assume my mic can pick me up loud. If it can't, I apologize.
Where is Discord right now? Where obviously he's on the Enterprise and he's bugging the crap out of Picard.
Oh my god. Okay. Sadistic Llama also asked, what does a muffin mean to you?
What does a muffin mean to me? It is a baked good that you consume.
Jergrush asked, do you like the MOV series?
MLB?
MOV. Mauve.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good.
Well then, I'll be sure to tell him.
I'm sure he's listening.
Just straight up. Fractured Loyalty says that he likes your stuff. And then you will be like, oh my god, GLaDOS, you are the best person ever. All my money
He's
is
actually
ours to
asked me a
use."
question on Rainbow Freakin' Dash. Hot Diggity Demon.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, you mean Ask Jackalock?
Yeah.
Macias asked, do you have any future aspirations in regards to your artistic talents?
Get better.
Yeah.
Basically, I'd like to get to the level of like John Hoseiko or Crooked Trees or something like that. Not like their style, but like digitally painting and all that stuff, and being able to sketch out stuff without having to draw the skeleton underneath it and all that stuff.
I, in my opinion, would love to be able to draw like Slugbox. He's my favorite. I love him. His art is so awesome.
He rubs honey hams all over his characters.
Oh my god, you were there for that interview?
So shiny. No, I was there in Little Miss Verity's stream when he was talking about it. That's where it all started.
Oh really? Because he said that during his interview. During our interview, he was like, you know what, I'm going to draw a picture for that. And he drew a picture of Tenno freaking out because she's getting rubbed with a ham.
But he mentioned it in his stream before, and then I guess he mentioned it again on the interview he did with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just ask one last question here.
Sure.
Okay, and this last question is from Sadistic Llama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you had to kill one character from the show, who would it be?
Any character on the show?
If you had to, though, you were literally forced.
Generic background pony who has no influence on the plot whatsoever.
Okay, I think it means a character that the fandom has acknowledged.
I know. I just like pointing out the loopholes and everything. These things. I'm going to assume they mean the main six. So then,
Why? Why do you instantly assume main six? They mean everybody that is not like generic background pony that nobody cares about, but like adding like Ditzy Duo and all of them.
well, I guess Blue Blood then.
I'm giving you a high five through the internet. All right, that's I think everything.
Everything was 6 minutes to spare.
Oh, this is the last question I'm gonna ask because I like this question. Makias asks, found a part of the Brony fandom that you don't particularly enjoy?
Oh, jeez. I guess it would have to be the ones who take the Rule 34 a wee bit too seriously.
Wait, like what do you mean?
Like, they take it way too seriously and stuff like that.
You can't provide an example.
I don't really know. I mean, it's like, oh God, how to put it? Crap. You know, basically people who just like completely post it just about everywhere and stuff like that, with no regard of who's going to see it or not and everything like that, and who are quite literal in their intentions of what they would do. Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by that. It's confusing me, and I'm sorry.
You know, the people who are just like, you know, they totally would give it to Pinkie Pie.
Wait, are you saying like,
You know?
wait, are you talking about like basically everybody on the Dirty Pony Confessions Tumblr?
I don't know if all those confessions are actually completely 100% true, but I'm talking about the people who are like really overtly out there. People who like completely unabashed and they show up and say, "Yep, I would totally rail Twilight Sparkle," and they don't care who knows. It's like they have to let the whole world know about it.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, feels bad, Pony, because I totally would. The thought has crossed your mind, don't lie.
No comment. I plead the fifth.
Okay, I was gonna say, because if you're talking about the Dirty Pony Confessions blog, I might become a mod of that, so...
There's like two of them. There's one with hyphens and one without.
What? There's only
There's two of them. There's one without hyphens, and then there is one which has hyphens.
one. Wow. I don't know what the other one is then. I only know what... I only
They're
know
both spelled the
one.
same, it's just that one has hyphens between each word and one doesn't.
Oh. And they post the exact same stuff, or...?
No, I think they operate independently from each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I only know of one, so I apologize. Okay, well, I think that's just about, yeah, that should be everything. There's no more questions on my query bar.
No more questions! Aspar close! You no answer anymore!
Okay, time to do my outro. Yeah! Alright, you guys have been listening to True Brony Radio. I am your host, DJ GLaDOS. okay, you guys, the people out there that are listening to this interview, thank you for listening to this interview. If you guys are designing us a YouTube template like I've requested multiple times, thank you for making that. Please email it to us at truebronyradio@gmail.com, truebronyradio@gmail.com, all one word. There's no spaces in the URL. Okay, I'm trying to think of anything else you guys could blah blah blah. If you guys are questioning why an interview hasn't been posted before or posted yet, I apologize. I'm doing this all on my own. It takes me roughly 5 seconds to render a video, so you know, yeah. Okay, the real reason I can't post them is because I was way too lazy, and I apologize for it. But I didn't do the rendering for them. I did all of the rendering, and I should be posting on this date. I should be posting them tonight. The Ask Dead Rainbow Dash and the Ask Shiro Point. I'm waiting on an image from Flutterdew and an image from Aaron to post their interviews. I can't really think of anything else. If you just please don't send me comments or anything like that that are like, you know, like why haven't you posted this? Why haven't you posted that? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, it is difficult to do all this stuff alone now. I haven't done this before. I just recently started doing this, and I'm hoping I'm doing it good. If I'm doing something wrong, please tell me in the comments below. You guys know that kind of stuff. Please subscribe, like everything. You know the whole works. Watch the rest of our videos. Any money we make off of any of this stuff, if we actually make money, like I said, 100 views gets us a penny. A penny, guys. It's a whole penny. A penny. I need $100 in the account before they'll send me a check. But basically, yeah, if any money we make on this will be spent on you guys, we'll buy clothing for you guys and stuff like that and give them away and anything like that. If you guys are willing to donate to the station, I appreciate it. I can't accept it. I don't have a PayPal account. And none of our team does. Well, none of me. We don't have a team anymore. Only one of our guys had a PayPal account and he sadly left. So, yeah. Until I get all that stuff figured out, no donations or anything like that for buying clothing and stuff like that. Hopefully I can get all that stuff sorted out. Okay, I don't think that I can think of anything else to talk about. Hopefully I'll make us... If any of you guys out there are graphic artists that are willing to help me out on the Ponycraft project, please notify me. I need a graphic artist to help me make the website. The website will be free. So, I mean, I don't have to pay any of the bills for that. Yay. But it'll have a shitty URL like our stream. Yay. Okay. I think that's everything, though. Alright, every pony. This is DJ GLaDOS. Peace off.